I'll give you a great example of censorship. This is Orwellian. I know that word gets overused, but this is Orwellian. Right now, if you go to Yelp.com, what do you use it for? You're in a new area. You say, I want Chinese food tonight. Let's look up Chinese food. Then you look on Yelp and you have different reviews and you can see which has the best Chinese food. Now, there's a new feature on Yelp, which is you'll see, sometimes it'll say 4 stars. It'll maybe say $3 signs, know how expensive it is. Now you can see a little exclamation point in red. That is to let you know that the business has been accused of racist behavior. Racist behavior. What does that mean? What you will see is a little pop-up and it says, recently someone associated with this business was accused of racist behavior, resulting in an influx of people posting views to this page. Racism is reprehensible and has no place on Yelp, and we unequivocally reject racism in any form. Wow, how brave. Unlike all those people who totally support racism, right? Racism, that pervasive thing that's totally real, not just a boogeyman and a straw man that the left uses, that the demagogues on the left use to shut down anybody who disagrees with them. It's like that whole thing. Do you condemn white supremacy? Who embraces white supremacy? Do you know anybody who says, I love white supremacy. I'm a huge white supremacist. No, it's a phantom issue. When people say Black Lives Matter, I'm bravely, courageously saying Black Lives Matter. How many people do you know who say, yeah, Black lives, man, they don't matter. I hate those lives. None. No, nobody. Everybody thinks Black Lives Matter. Nobody disagrees with the statement Black Lives Matter. But a lot of people believe that a lot of other people who are not as virtuous and wonderful as themselves, that a lot of other nefarious people, they all say Black lives don't matter. Same thing with racism. Nobody in this country, maybe a handful of people, would call themselves racists. But they think a whole lot of other people are racist. While we understand the desire to warn others about racist behavior about a business, all reviews on Yelp must reflect an actual first-hand customer experience, so we've temporarily disabled the ability to post here as we work to investigate the content. If you're here to leave a review based on a first-hand experience, please check back at a later date. So what they're saying here is they're trying to, I guess, be helpful. If we're to give them the benefit of the doubt, it's to be helpful, right? Because they're saying basically there's some incident at a place and they say it's racism. Often, by the way, these are hoaxes. This happened very famously outside of Oberlin University. There was a restaurant that was accused of racism, and they had to shut down. It was a total hoax. So that happens, and then people flood it who don't know. And they say, you're a racist, whatever. So they're saying, okay, we're going to stop that. You're not allowed to do that. But the way they're going to stop it is by putting a big sign that says, accused of racist behavior. Define racist behavior for me. I'll give you an example. Uber Eats during the George Floyd riots. Uber Eats decided that they were going to waive the delivery fee for black-owned businesses, whatever that means. Define a black-owned business for me. What if a black guy owns a quarter of the business? But is that a black-owned business, or do you only get to waive a quarter of the delivery fee? Whatever. So they say, we're going to waive delivery fees for black-owned businesses. We're going to charge delivery fees for white-owned businesses. So you're penalizing people on the basis of their race. Right? You're saying, we're going to charge more money. We're going to make it harder for your business to operate if you have one race, but not if you're of another race, which is the definition of racism. So is Uber Eats going to get a racism warning on Yelp? Probably not. Probably not. What about businesses who buy into the BLM lie that all white people are racist because we live in a white supremacist country? That's a racist statement. Are those people with the big BLM sign, are they going to get no, they're not. They're not. It's just a way of signaling which are the officially approved businesses by the liberal establishment and which are not, which are verboten, and you're not allowed to go there. There are parallels to other tyrannical sort of political regimes here, and you see it creeping slowly. You kind of see how this kind of cultural madness can take over, but that is where we're headed. I hope you enjoyed that short segment from The Michael Knowles Show. Be sure to check out the full episode linked in the description or download the podcast wherever you listen to podcasts.